On this key fob, I made a second one. The outline here in the back, the Scan and Cut wants to try to cut this part out of the fob. So to get around that, I put a piece of painter's tape over that. And since it's a beam stitch, I took a fine tip Sharpie, and any place it was giving me trouble in scanning, I've just filled in a little with the Sharpie. Of course, I'm scanning this from the back. So now, as you can see, it's giving me a perfect outline. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to add smoothing to it. And it'll make just a nicer cut, smoother cut there. And I'm going to say okay, and okay again. And this is where I'm going to add my outline, and I do the 0.08, and I'm going to say okay. And here I'll show you. You can see it getting bigger and smaller. So there's normal. There's 0.4 and 0.08. Now we're going to okay, and I'm going to tell it that I want it to cut and start. And now it's going to cut the fob for me. And I always tape mine down with clear Scotch tape to the mat, just so they don't pull up during the cutting process, that top layer, because once that top layer is cut, it could pull away. And as you can see, I have the SDX 225. But these are just some of the tips to get around when the Scan and Cut doesn't want to correctly scan what you want it to cut. And the painter's tape over an area works like a charm. And I did scan on the grayscale position. Now it's done. So we'll say okay and unload our mat. And now try to do this one-handed, which is never easy. And there's Bugs Bunny.